The rain lashed against the windows, mirroring the storm brewing inside Amelia. She sat at the mahogany dining table, the polished surface reflecting the flicker of the dying fire. Across from her, her husband, Thomas, a man of quiet routines and comfortable familiarity, was absorbed in his newspaper. Their lives, much like their house, were meticulously arranged, predictable. And tonight, that predictability felt like a cage. Amelia had always been a good wife. She cooked, cleaned, managed the house, and made sure Thomas had everything he needed. Their sex life, while not devoid of affection, was as scheduled and reliable as the morning sunrise. It was comfortable, safe, predictable. And, lately, utterly bland. She traced a pattern on the tablecloth with her fingertip, the silk cool against her skin. She'd spent her life playing by the rules. Marriage, motherhood, though they had no children, a respectable life in their respectable town. Now, at 42, a restless energy, a yearning she couldn't name, pulsed beneath her calm facade. She yearned for something more. Something different. It started subtly. A lingering look at a handsome stranger across the grocery store aisle. A stolen moment spent browsing forbidden websites. Then came the dreams, vivid and unsettling, of a life she'd never lived, a freedom she'd never experienced. In these dreams, she wasn't just Amelia, the devoted wife, she was someone else, someone bold, someone adventurous. The yearning became a hunger, a slow burn that consumed her. She craved the unknown, the danger, the thrill of a forbidden touch, a whispered word, a stolen kiss. She knew it was wrong. Her entire life, she'd been taught the sanctity of marriage, the importance of fidelity. But the whispers of her desires were louder than her conscience. The opportunity presented itself at a charity gala. She was attending with Thomas, the perfect couple, radiating a carefully constructed image of happiness. But amidst the clinking glasses and polite conversation, she saw him, Daniel, the charismatic architect, with eyes that seemed to see right through her. He was everything Thomas wasn't, passionate, unpredictable, brimming with a restless energy that mirrored her own. Their conversations were fleeting, stolen moments between introductions and polite greetings. But the electricity between them was undeniable. It was in the way his gaze lingered on her, the way his hand brushed against hers. He saw the woman she had buried beneath years of conformity, and he wasn't afraid. That night, as the rain continued its relentless assault on the house, Amelia stared into Daniel's eyes, feeling a forbidden heat spread through her veins. The words, "I want to," hung unspoken in the air between them. The decision, made in a fleeting moment of weakness and longing, consumed her. The affair began secretly, a clandestine dance of stolen afternoons and hushed phone calls. It was exhilarating, terrifying, and intoxicating all at once. She reveled in the thrill of the illicit, the risk of discovery. Daniel was a revelation, a mirror reflecting back the woman she had long forgotten she could be. The guilt, of course, gnawed at her. The image of Thomas, his gentle face, his unwavering devotion, haunted her. She saw the hurt in his eyes before it even happened, a premonition of the pain she was about to inflict. But the thrill, the forbidden pleasure, was a powerful siren song. She justified it, telling herself she deserved this. She was a woman, not a saint, and she was finally experiencing life outside the carefully constructed box she had built for herself. One rain-swept afternoon, as the affair reached its apex, the inevitable came. Thomas found the letter, slipped under her pillow, detailing a rendezvous. The words blurred before her eyes, a mixture of his handwriting and her secret partner's. The world shattered. The confrontation was brutal. Thomas's voice, usually so soft, was a weapon, laced with hurt and betrayal. The life she had carefully constructed crumbled around her, leaving her exposed and vulnerable. "How could you?" he asked, his voice thick with pain. Amelia could only look at him, the woman she had become staring back at her in his devastated gaze. The exhilaration had vanished, replaced by a crushing weight of guilt and remorse. The storm outside had subsided, but the tempest within her was raging, a reflection of the wreckage of her life. She had wanted something different, something more. But in the pursuit of that desire, she had lost everything that truly mattered. The predictable, comfortable life was gone, replaced by an uncertain future. And as the silence hung heavy in the rain-washed house, Amelia knew, with a certainty that chilled her to the bone, that the price of her freedom was far too high.